There we are. There was someone. Someone. Alright, Saturday. Did I turn on the power strip for the... Yes, I did. Saturday. 1 p.m. Eastern. Doing some more work on the Click and Play game on the ThinkPad laptop computer. How are you doing? Hope you're okay. Did everybody remember to give a little special prayer to the Ram Fairy? Because if you're good, if you're very good, the Ram Fairy may leave 8 gigabytes under your pillow this Christmas. I hope I'm good enough. How do I turn on computer? Whoa. Let's see here. Can we get some picture? Can I get an image? Something resembling an image? Okay, well, that's a beep. And in a moment we should get something. Okay, and there we go. Alright, today is 12/20/2025. The time is 13 o'clock. 2 minutes and like something seconds. Close enough. Man. I'm still thinking about those gas station tacos from last night. Those were so disappointing. God, that sucked. Yeah, is it just me or is the ThinkPad being extra stinky today? Nope, there it goes. We're going that way. Over there somewhere. I don't know how we're getting there, but we will. You can't tell me. There we go.
Ding, 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 ding. Welcome to Windows 98. Why are you still using Windows 98? What is wrong with you? Stop buying computers from thrift stores, man!
Okay. So, last we left off, we were kind of setting shit up to proceed with the whole stage that we're working on. Good old 35%. Good old 3 and 5%. Okay, let's see. How far along did we get? Okay. Play the level. Let's see, how far did we get? Man, it's really such a shame we can't play sound effects while we work on this stage. Woo-wee! Because I really feel like, man, sound effects just make most of the thing tickle your brain. You know what I mean? You know the. Let me show you exactly what I just said. In the time it took me to find and then open Notepad, I forgot the exact wording of the absurd murder of English that I just said was. I don't know. Spacebar still broken. Get out of here. Oh, uh-oh. The gamer light is on. On the mouse. Oh no. Oh no, not the gamer light. What kind of battery is this? Please don't be a AAA. It's only a AA, gamers. We got that Energizer Max and we need another one. Let's see. I need to locate one battery. Give me one moment. It's battery time. It's battery time. Gamers. We got that Duracell. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck. I think we're gonna have to restart the computer. Well, before we restart, let's finish this first playthrough of the stage. Okay, so frogs. Oops, get this cursor off screen. Okay, the frog fish team up. How is it that just slight circular motions can be so difficult to follow? I think the problem is I'm seeing all the other bullets, and I'm like, you know, these bullets are kind of not a good thing to witness. So then I forget about the fish I'm shooting at, and the fish can just circle around wherever he wants. Okay, this is where we left off. Okay, that comes in. There's another wave. There's a tentacle, and I think this is where we were supposed to have Buster say his line about anime. So we're up to approximately... I tried to use the mouse again, we have to restart. So we're up to like 88 seconds, which, you know, that's good progress. Let's restart so I can get my mouse back. While we're waiting, I want you to know that new software is available from Apple. iCloud for Windows 7.21. The requirements are Windows 7, Outlook 2010 for some reason, Internet Explorer 10. Wow. I don't think I can run this. Uh-oh. I wonder if somehow, through some like ridiculous magic of Windows 98 being what it is, the mouse stopped working, somehow crashed the mouse driver, and now I can't restart. I wonder if that's what's happening here. Because this is kind of silly. Just a little silly. Okay. I went to a thrift store today. I saw some cool things. I saw 4 Nintendo Wiis. I saw a PS3 Slim that I would have actually bought if it didn't have obvious signs that someone has already been inside of it. And I saw 2 of the white plastic MacBooks from back in the day, and you open the lid, they look great. But the outside looks like someone had taken a fat shit on them, so that wasn't... I ended up coming home with nothing. I purchased nothing. Absolutely nothing. No, we want normal mode, not safe mode. He's a millionaire.
Ding, 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 ding. Welcome to Windows 98. Why are you still using Windows 98? What is wrong with you? Stop buying computers from thrift stores, man!
Okay, so we're going to implement the line from Buster. And continue with whatever nonsense we're doing. Let's see. First one, second one. So right here is where Buster can say it. This one. Alright, so reappear. We want the direction for Buster. We want the next piece of dialogue. And we want, we want the name tag for Buster. Oh, yeah. Thanks for reminding me. Let me pull it up real quick here. Here we go. Okay. From last week, Benign Beelzebub, who was watching the stream. Let me zoom it in a bit so we can get a better look. There we go. Drew this. It was a beautiful piece of art of the struggle against Albert and his army of frogs and missiles and tentacle. So I thought that was really neat. That's really cool. I really appreciate this. That's amazing. That's just good. G-double-O-ud. Oh yeah. Okay, did we input all the things? Looks like we did. Good, so we'll just double check to make sure that it comes up correctly. What's my debug key? Is it P? It's P. It was P all along. So P should bring us right up to the Albert fight. And soon we will see the tentacles. Okay, and then just what we want. Good. Now, I feel like with that line, I want to have Buster come on screen, but I don't want him doing one of the current two movements we have. Right now we have from the right, and then forward. And then we also have, like... No, I don't remember, actually, now that I really think of it. Oh, from the bottom, then to the top. Oh, it's from the right to the left. Okay. So I want basically the opposite of this, from left to the right. Which would mean we would have to do... Well, we would have to throw another one in code. So let's try and see what we had to do with these last time. That's not an inconsiderable number of events, but let's take a look. So, destroy at the start, always make it invisible. I believe these threes is related to the XY positioning, because if a certain one is odd, it's a different character, and then if the Y position is odd, it's another character. So that's why there's three of these. One to destroy it, and one set alterable value to see. I'm not gonna lie, and once again, this comes back to what I keep saying about this. it really sucks not having comments and click and play. I don't remember exactly how my code works. But I'm just gonna have to trust it because I don't know what the fuck else it'd do. So let's see. Do we have them? Right over here. I want to see if I can kind of remind myself the general movement of these guys. Camera. Okay, so what's it doing? It's okay. It's not fast, but it's also not like sticking around. You know, it's just kind of. So if I want it coming from the left, maybe we can do like. And then roof. All right, try one of these. What was the naming scheme I'm using for these guys? Right, hang out, left. Bottom to top. Okay. That's... yellow. And we will sketch on the general idea of what we're doing. Like... like that. Yep, okay. I'm just memorizing it in my head, and I know that sounds incredibly dumb, but don't worry about it. Okay. Left. Left, meander. Right. I wish I could figure out what's going on with this damn spacebar. God damn. By the way, I totally forgot to mention this when we finished Tomb Raider 3, but do you know what finishing Tomb Raider 3 means? I don't ever have to use this again. This mushy fucking shit chunk. Like, I cannot imagine even one other Windows 98 area video game. Windows 98 era video game we could have to play on the ThinkPad that wouldn't work with, you know, another better controller. Because we only had to use this because Tomb Raider 3 was being a little dick romancer. That a dick romancer is somebody who raises to life the dicks of the dead. So yeah. I'm sorry, Gravis Gamepad Pro. You may have a bit of a legacy behind you, but fuck you. Okay. Let's get this nice and lined up. Do a path movement, and we're gonna tape the mouse, I believe. Oh, hold on. I pressed F1 by mistake. Okay, let's actually delete that. I want to scroll down a little bit because I can't see the full range of what I'm going with. There we go. Much better. Oops, fuck. Okay, you're gonna have to clean that up a bit. Oh boy. What? There. Alright. Let's get a preview. One more time. That's another thing. Guys, thank you for at least doing all caps, but use like let's see. Huh. You know what? The default Twitch emojis suck ass. They're bad. So I'm just looking at them right now, and it's like, what the fuck? Like for example, like what am I supposed to do with that? I know you can't see it on the video, but if you're in the chat, you can see it. It's just an orange, like, number 7. You know, I have a 7 already. I don't know if you realize this, Twitter. But I already have a 7. I have it right here. I don't need whatever that 7 is. I don't need it. What am I going to do with that 7? Yeah, I was going to pull up, like, a bright, flashy, like, attention-grabbing emoji from the default emojis, but there aren't any. Instead, there's just a bunch of, like, indecipherable faces of random white boys, all expressing, like, unreadable, unobservable emotion. I don't know why these are in the system. Who are these motherfuckers? Who are these fucking assholes? I know you can't see it on YouTube. I'm very sorry. I just put a bunch of the... If you know the Twitch emojis, you'll find it pretty quickly. Anyway, I recorded a movement for him. One thing about the tape mouse system is it doesn't record how quickly you're using the mouse. It just records the position, the waypoints of your mouse while it's moving, and you have it clicked every X number of frames. So even though I did my mouse like relatively snappy at the beginning, slow in the middle, and then voop at the end, because it just records your positioning and has it all set to one solid speed, it just ends up playing back like that. You know what? I don't know if... In fact, I'm pretty sure they didn't. I don't think Klik team ever did anything about that movement style. I think that's just how it works. Centered hotspot. Why did I do that? Whatever. Good job. What do I call it? Left meander, right. Alright, is this the part where we start copying events? That's my favorite part. Whoopee. Oh, I'm just realizing, like, on the X position here, the new movement is all the way off to the right. Just gonna make this even more annoying. Okay, start of level destroy, and always make invisible. So let's start with those two. Oh god, gamers, I'm thirsty. I didn't bring any drink up here with me for the stream. I think this means I'm gonna die. I'm too busy to die. Oh well. Okay, so we need if number of things greater than 0, then some other shit. Oh, look. We have just enough view here that we might be able to quickly copy one over. Okay. Rather than going straight to 3, we want to start with 1. Alright. The excitement of copying events. The thrills. Okay, so set speed to 25. There's obviously other things it does, so let's see. and then positions the wingman target at 0, 0 from the object. 0, 0 from the object. Okay, that part is simple. I need some water or something. My mouth is feeling very dry. Give me a... Hold on, look. Sorry, gamers, I was getting water. I was, Cinco bought me a chocolate chip panettone a few days ago. It's not just chocolate chip, it also has a layer of chocolate melted on the top. I just had the first piece today and it was... Whew. It's nice. It's nice. Alright, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? No, I know what I'm doing. Oops. 0, 0. Okay. And the second one was to set the thingy's speed. 25, I guess. And we want to change this to 1. Okay. Now, I still feel like I'm missing something, because something about this seems weird. No, it makes perfect sense, actually. The whole purpose of this event is to position the wingman target over the path object. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, let me double check this. Zero, 0, 25. Huh. The actual actions that these 3 events perform are 100% identical. The only reason we need 3 of them is because of the conditions we have here. We're checking... The first condition is just to check if that specific path exists, which makes sense. We don't want to run this code if the path doesn't even exist. And then if that path has an alterable value of 1, and there is a target with an alterable value of 1, we run the events on them. So the only reason we have 3 different versions here is because... Wait a second. Hello, Christopher. I'm sorry. I was deep in thought about this code here. I'm making a game using Klik and Play, which is game development software from 1994, and I'm making it on a Windows 98 laptop because there's something wrong with me. Okay, I'm just looking at my code here. So the only reason we have 3 of them is not because it has different outcomes, but because the conditions are different. And we're doing it by having the 3 events, only running if the path exists. We're checking if A equals 1 on both objects, and then if A equals 2 on both objects, and A equals 3 on both objects. Couldn't we just do one of these and have it do if alterable value A... Okay, here's what I'm thinking. If we do it instead, if alterable value A of path equals alternatable value A of wing target. Now we have to be careful about that, because then Klik and Play may or may not, what's the word? properly target the correct ones. Oh man, I kind of want to try it. It would literally only save us 2 events per each of these guys, but I kind of want to try it. We're going to try it. Oh, damn. Okay, we're going to save. I'm saving. I'm saving. Okay. We're just going to try it. I already saved. If it doesn't work, we'll just roll it back. Okay, so. Alterable value A. Okay, I'm hoping by showing both these icons here, it's going to do the targeting correctly. So we're going to delete the secondary event, and then we're going to kill the other 2 events. I have no idea if it's going to work. Do we do other things in this stream? During the week, there's 2 days where I stream video games for 2 hours as well. I only do the game dev on the weekends from 1 till 3 on Saturday. So, shoot, I don't have it loaded up. Hold on. Now it should be loaded up. There we go. That's our general schedule for most weeks. It's a little funky during the holidays, you know how that gets. And then, as soon as this actually takes a step forward, that's where you can watch the older streams on that YouTube link on the top. Just in case you're interested in that, so. Yeah, okay. Let me get back. Not writing that down. That's okay. It's a very long, stupid URL that I should have never done it that way. I should have never set up that URL that way. It was really stupid. It might be below the stream. I don't know how that layout works. It might be on the About page. It doesn't matter. Anyway, what am I doing with my life? Video games. Let's see. Okay. So we did our experimental event here. Let's do it on the other one as well. Like this. I'm kind of expecting this to not work. I'm just kind of expecting it to not work. Okay. Let's see how it runs with that modification. I just don't have high hopes that it's gonna work. Well, so far it's working, but there was only the first one. Shit, it's really just gonna work? Okay, my concern is that when there's two wingmen on screen, that it'll break. That's my theory. I want one more to come in, and I'm gonna press my debug key to spawn another one. There it is. Okay, I'm spawning one in. Shit, it works. Okay, I mean, I'll take that. Because I think it works. That's the movement. Wait, it might not work. Hold on. He comes in from the bottom. And he exits up top. The other one comes in from the right. And he's supposed to go to the left, but as I spawn in multiple ones, they suddenly converge on the same path. So now I'm going to undo what I just did.
Holy crap!
And, I'm gonna see if that behavior Should the wingman be duplicated? That was just me pressing debug keys. That's to be expected. We don't have it set up to allow us to do much. So, now, rolling it back to before I made the change. If it ever loads. Okay, this is before we made the change. Let's see if the overlapping happens here as well. Okay. Gonna press Z to spawn another guy. It's actually a little hard to tell, to be perfectly honest. I can't actually tell if the bug... Huh. I'm not sure. It just seems inconsistent, almost. Which is perfectly fair for Klik and Play, because Klik and Play is... Why'd they both disappear? Why did they both disappear? The behavior we're seeing is a little fucked up, but I'm not sure exactly how and why. Like, why did he just disappear? He got to the second... Okay. What's making them disappear again? Because that's a bit concerning. Let's see, where's the wingman? Dying Arthur, the brain bank. Where's the actual wingman object? There it is. So you also did the 3 events thing over here. So what actually destroys it? These destroy it. If ultimate value C is greater than 20, and A equals 1. Without remembering what value C does, I'm assuming that's a timer to make it so they don't get deleted when they first spawn in, but I'm not actually sure. Where am I setting value C? Yeah, that's counting how long they're outside of the play area. That makes sense. So if they're outside the play area for too long, if A equals whatever it equals, and animation is playing, they get destroyed. It's hard to say why this bug is happening, but so far it's only been happening when we were debugging in Wingman to kind of tinker with it. So I'm just gonna not pay it any mind. Let's get back to what we were doing. So we have the 3 different versions of that event that all do the exact same thing. No problem. We'll just stick with that, because I don't want to make an already precarious situation worse, and the stability of this code is already in question. Alright, where are my events? Alright, now let's see, there's just a handful more events we needed. If it reaches the end of the path, are we just destroying it? Is there anything else we're doing? Just destroying. Okay. Easy. Reach the end of the path. And then I think there was another event. That should be the last one. If Wingman Generator is overlapping the object and the alterable value A of the object equals 0, which means the object just spawned in and hasn't been initialized. So that's the only time I ever do A equals 0 like this. Ooh, sorry. I think I drank the water too quickly. Did you know that the reason Sonic the Hedgehog is blue is because he drank the water too quickly? And by the water, I mean laundry detergent. Okay, so we can just do it here. It'll filter in. If Wingman Generator is overlapping our path, Sonic should die in more games. I mean, he already dies in... Which one? The one where where Cinderella has to give him a kiss to wake him up? That one. So he's died in at least one of his games. Maybe he died in some of the Wii ones, where he's like a knight in shining armor. I don't know. I don't know anyone who played those. The world may never know. Set alterable value A to value of C. Okay, we can do it. Value A to value C. Alterable value A to C. That looks like it's it. And that might be the last event we need for that one. Huh. Windows 98 development is crazy. I mean, to be fair, this isn't really what real Windows 98 development is. Like, this is literally a piece of software intended for school children to make funny games. But it's, you know. What was I doing? Oh, wait, no. We were spawning in a wingman. Boy. Okay, let's see. Let's filter it by the stage controller to make this easier. Where is it the last time we did it? Okay. So we're creating first the path, then the generator, and then a bullet if we want it. In this case, we might not do a bullet, or maybe we will. So first the movement, then the generator, then the bullet. Is there anything else we do? That's for talking. No. Okay. Movement, generator, bullet. Movement, generator, bullet. Right here. Oh, you know what? Let's do it here. Okay. So, movement, we will place. We'll try it up here, I guess, and see how we like it. I think it has to be even. Stevens. Minus 34, 252. Minus 34, 252. Okay. Oops. Let's save. And see if we can test. Right. 53. Take care of the Albert. Alright, we should be approaching tentacles right after these guys. Okay. So now he should theoretically be coming in. He is. A little later than I wanted him to. But he did come in. Alright, so what that tells me is he should be instead moved to the previous slot. So, minus 34, 252. Okay, easy. There we go. Minus 34, 252. I almost want to move him further down. We'll leave where he is for now. We'll adjust it once we know we have his initial timing correct. Alright. Do a quick kill on Al. Okay, now we'll see if he spawns at a better time. Did he not spawn? What just happened? Oh, I placed the movement, but not the generator. Oops. Now! Now it should spawn. Okay, it's being a little fuckhead. There we go. And that ain't no quick kill. Come on. There we go. Better. Now he should spawn in. Feel like he should be a touch lower because he kind of overlaps the tentacle a little bit. Let's see. Minus 32. 324. I should get something a little bit better. Alright, let's... Damn it. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with just fish swimming in tiny circle, but I just am. Just am. That works. He kind of taps it a little, but he'll be fine. It's okay if he taps it a little. Okay. Good. Good. We're rewarded with hydration. Okay. So, Tentacle comes in, rolls down. We've been introduced to the tentacles. Now, what we can do is utilize the tentacles to kind of make the existing enemies a little more obnoxious. Just a little bit. So these guys are spawning towards the right side because the tentacle have pushed you over there already. So after these guys come in, we should probably have another just regular-ass wave. And while the wave comes down, a long tentacle from the right, you have to go past, maybe a midway one here, and then another one. Okay, I kind of have an idea of what we're doing here. Okay, so let's say maybe 88. That sounds like a good value. We'll create a nice collection of these guys. Where'd my fish go? There it is. Over there. And just 2 accompanying Frog Luigis. As you do. As you do. Then after that, we're going to have a tentacle come in. Can we add underwater aliens as an enemy? What kind of aliens? Like, there's a lot of aliens. Green aliens? Why would the aliens be under the water if they're green? Green aliens subside on being on the surface. Do underwater aliens have different color? Yeah, they're blue. Of course, everyone knows that. Like, everyone knows that. Okay, maybe we should update the P key to push us further forward. Let's push it up to 70. Oops. Okay, we're now debugging to 70. Oops. 70. Ooh, who made my music end? I made my background music back. Okay. 70. So let's see. So now we should step further ahead every time we debug. Alright. So we cut directly to this phase with the octopus. Okay. And here they come. A whole wave. If I press P to go back in time, does that work? No, it doesn't, because they're set to only run once. Okay, so I wasn't paying close enough attention to the shape of how that turned out. So let's just take one more pop in. So on 85. No, we want them to deal with this wave. Maybe at 94 we can have them start coming in with some tentacles. Let's see. How does the logic on the tentacles work again? Okay, so the even or odd of X and Y controls if it's going to do a short tentacle or a long one. I don't remember which is which, but I know it does that. And then the X position of the tentacle when it's spawned determines which direction it strikes in. Okay, so that should be simple. Alright, so let's get the next one. We said 94, right? Let's filter by the stage, so I have an easier time with this. And yeah, we just spawned them. Okay, I can do that. We'll say... I think even is going to be long, but I guess we'll find out. See, here's the thing. If we were using a proper game development engine, we would not be, like, writing the level design directly into the code like some kind of monster. Instead, what we would do is we would pull to the side and create a level designer, a level designing application. So you can visually lay out the level, which would then spit out, you know, a level file that would feed into the game. But since Klik and Play can't do any of that, it's not an option. Oops. Lost a bomb there. Okay, so I believe... Yep. So at 94, we should get the next tentacle coming from the right, and we'll see if it's a long or short one. Long one, good. That's what I wanted. So then at 97, we can have the medium tentacle coming from the left, and maybe some cronies on the right. Yes, Klik and Play is a level designer, but only if you use it the way you're supposed to. Like, obviously, like the level layout for a Lorda stage, it's all just right there. Easy sneezy. Or the layout for, like, the Gex falling down stage where we have all the clouds pre-laid out and they're all just getting scrolled upward. But because we're scrolling, the camera is scrolling vertically up, there's not a simple enough trick we can play to be able to lay it all out. You can very sneakily trick / force / hold a knife to the throat of Klik and Play and make it do scrolling left to right or up to down. But if you want to try and make it scroll right to left or down to up, you're going to have a hell of a time. It's very much like the original Super Mario Brothers in that, because the original Super Mario Brothers can only scroll left to right. It is not able to scroll backwards. It's a lot like that. It's kind of weird. I completely lost track of the number I said I was going to spawn in the next tentacle on. Try it again. Go. So the first one comes in at 94. I think 97. 97. That makes sense. It's actually a very quick spawn. I'm not gonna lie, in some of my free time, sometimes I think about Klik and Play when I'm not streaming, which I know is weird, but it's better than thinking about modern indie video games. I don't know why I went to that. No, I know why. I was going to say something else, but I didn't want to get in trouble for being rude. What's I talking about? Oh, the other day, well, it happened a few times. I've been thinking about Click and Play, and my mind goes to, you know, how could you force Click and Play to scroll in 4 directions? You know? And it's like, I come up with like a kind of a nebulous, cloudy kind of concept of how to do it. With almost like tiling the layout. Taking everything, you know, in chunks. And like when things do scroll off to the left, try to reposition them to wrap all the way around. But the more I think about it, it's like the more horrendously awful it would be to implement. But part of me still wants to try it. I'm not sure. Anyway. Responding in a tentacle from the left. No, not from there. A medium tentacle from the left. So we'll put it at... Actually, minus 21. Should work. Minus 21, minus 2. And then we can bring in a few quick fish. Or quick Luigis, or... Keeps clicking up to that. Large game over... No, not game over. You died object I have up there. Which messes up the positioning of things if I miss it. Okay, let's see how this plays out. Nope. Get over there before we get fucked. Okay, we tickled the side of the tentacle a little bit. Whoops. 4, and then we should get 97 in a moment here. Oh, I spawned that in wrong. That shouldn't have happened. Hold on. Huh. It spawns in. All that does is set an alterable value. This is where we set its direction. We only change the direction when you spawn it in above negative 32, which I'm not doing. Duh. Because we want to generally spawn them a little higher up the screen. We've not been doing that for the tentacles on the right side, and it doesn't matter, because that direction they come in facing is the default. Very simple mistake. So now when we get to that guy, it should correctly face the other way. Yep, there it is. And then we would have another one come in from the other side at 100 real quick to kind of force you to zigzag the whole way around. Alright. I think I said 100, so we will do that. And we'll do it correctly and spawn it up above negative 32. 652 is even, so it should go all the way across. Okay, good. And for kicks, we'll bring in another squadron of frogs. Alright, save and take a look. Alright, now 70. Still tickling the tentacle. Alright. I almost thought the game is actually lagging a little for everything happening. Okay, I like that whole setup. Okay, at 107 we can have something come in. I think we're gonna have another Fat Albert come in at 107. That seems like good timing for a Fat Albert. So I'm thinking... I kind of want to add in another effect to the Fat Albert that makes it so when you blow him up, you know, his ship explodes, but he gets away. Just to have it so canonically it's the same Albert every time you see him. Part of the issue is I don't actually know how he would escape. Should he just swim? Should he just swim? Should he have like a little like helicopter come out of a backpack and it twirls above his head? I know he can't swim. There was one episode where they were trying to go to the pool, but then one of them brings in a new person to the group, and it turns out that person stole a car, and then they get arrested. Then they take them to prison to try and scare them, and the prisoners want to sexually assault Fat Albert. And it sounds like I'm making this up, but this is a real episode of Fat Albert. This is real. They actually did this. I'm not fucking lying. It's a real episode. Yes, it did. We can't watch it because of copyright, but it's real. Okay, actually, hold on. Hold on. I can at least try and find... Hold on a second. Let me mute the desktop audio, see if I can find this. Come on, YouTube, play your videos. Okay, good. You shouldn't be able to hear anything. Let me see if I can find it.
People die in here. Oh, you smell so good. Come closer, let me sniff you.
I want the big one. Give me the big one. Why do you want the big one? He'll stop the drafts all winter, and in the summer he can give me shade.
I told you it was real.
Choice in here.
I told you it was real.
When you're out in the yard or in the showers, you don't have any rights or any protection. If someone tougher tells you to do something, you have to do it, no matter what it is. No matter what it is, you have to do it.
Officer, If you all want them kids to really know what it's like, put that skinny one in here with me just for a while, please.
What are you staring at, you rotten little... You think you're in the zoo, huh? Come here, I'll tear you apart with my...
I think that's enough. I think that's enough. Okay. Oh boy. What are we doing? Right, Fat Albert. Bring in Albert. And these fish toasts can take the place of the Cosby kids. There we go. That's at what? 107? 107. Oh, don't we have to spawn in a shield as well? We might have to, actually, now that I think of it. Hold on. I think we do. Yep, we gotta spawn them both in at once. That's fine. I forgot to turn the background music back on. There we go. What's the positioning? 307 minus 64. Where is it? There. 307 minus 64. Oh, okay. Okay, I fumbled that. Oh boy. We have made this a little more difficult than it needs to be. Okay, there it comes. The tentacle pattern. Okay, we still have the stuck bullet problem we have to work on at some point. And 107 Albert should come in. There he is. I think around 112 we can spawn in a little bit of backup for Albert. Okay. Alright, so we discussed Albert's escape. I feel like I have to... This is a very stupid thing to look for, but I feel like I have to see if there exists sprites of Fat Albert, because I don't know how much I want to keep drawing him. He's a beautiful man, but... Was there ever, like, a Fat Albert video game for the Game Boy Advance to, like, coincide with the movie? I found, I found, someone made Fat Albert if he was a Pokemon trainer for some reason. Okay. 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 Let's see. Oh, right. How could I forget Fat Albert's proliferation into Mugen? Someone did a big-ass whole thing of Fat Albert in Mugen, so that's another option. But actually, I don't think there are any official Fat Albert video games, and that's weird because you'd think that the movie they did would have spawned at least one tie-in game. When was that movie released? Let me check. 2004. So that's absolutely lined up to it should have had like a tie-in video game, licensed video game released for the Game Boy Advance. Why was there not a Fat Albert Game Boy Advance game? Other movies had... the Game Boy Advance was chock full of garbage licensed movie to video game adaptations. Why was there not a Fat Albert on the Game Boy Advance? Somebody dropped the ball. Somebody. We're gonna have to draw Fat Albert escaping. Part of me is thinking if we're gonna have Fat Albert escape every time you blow him up, there's a possibility if we want to. I didn't adjust the desktop audio after I played that video, I'm sorry. It should be a little closer to what we're used to. Part of me was thinking, if we have Fat Albert escape every time we blow him up, if we wanted to, we could have him also be the final boss of the Arthur stage. Like, that's a possibility. We don't have to if y'all have better ideas, but it could happen. Okay. Shit, we really have to draw Fat Albert escaping with a little helicopter backpack? Because I think that's what we have to do now. Let's see. Do I have Albert in here? I do, but I, like, fully, like, compiled him. How do I decompile my Fat Albert? Man, why would I do this? Why did I finalize my Albert? Never finalize your Albert. Just don't do it. You never know when you may need it. There we go. Salvaging our Albert. Good. Oops. Where's my thingy? Okay. We need Albert to, like, escape with a little backpack on. With a little propeller on it or something. To propel him out of the water. I kind of want him to go left or right, though, which means we would have to turn him. Oh, man. Or he could just continue facing forward. That's an easier idea. We'll have him face forward, but we'll, like... Why am I making myself have to draw more of him? Okay. Get this out of here. Okay, let's get a general kind of shape. Let me pull up a photo of Albert from the side. Oh my. I need to flip the image. I want to draw him in the other direction. There we go. Alright, I have a good image of Albert, so let's see. So he's gonna have his... It's a little too hunched. He doesn't really have a hunched back, he's just a bit bloated. Like that, okay. And then around here... Like this, and then this horrible thing. There, okay, that's a good Albert shape. That's a good Albert shape. Okay, let's see. You should have arms kind of going like this, like he's holding on to like, you know, the kind of like control sticks you would see in a sci-fi jetpack. So let's see. Hold on, let me sketch in his collar a bit. Just a general outline. So he's gonna... Ooh, too big. He's gonna have arms. Kind of clutch like that. Then the hands are gonna be here. Kind of like that. It's kind of wrist-like. It's almost like a wrist. Oops. I'm wrist ruining here. Okay, he's got one of those tucked-in collar things going on here, so we can just do kind of like that. It's a good enough shape, that'll work. Gotta get the things on his red collar there. Okay, so his other side will have the other arm. Then we need to have his lower half. Can't even fit him all on screen. Okay, so we have to kind of divide out which part is his belt. So I believe kind of like here. And then his actual fat just kind of envelops the belt as well. So it kind of like starts to droop here. Just kind of shade in the belt. That's right, it's pure muscle. That's what ChatGPT would say if we asked him if Fat Albert was fat. Okay, so then we need some room for the legs. Actually, I kind of want them kneeling, because he's going to be, like, hanging in the air on a jetpack. So I'm kind of redo some of this. I'm going to have to further down so I can see. He's going to have, like, little knees and then feet. I got the feet, like, going backwards for some reason. It's because of this mouse. Like that. And his ass can go like... Oh, no, not quite, hold on. That's a little better. Okay, that's a little better. We're getting there. We should hire ChatGPT to make sprite art. I'm sure it would try. That much I can grant it would try. This is grotesque, but we're gonna go with it. Okay. Let's clean up the line work and then we'll color them in. There we go. Okay, we're getting there. Shoot! Okay, while we're up here, let's get back and then take care of the arms while we're at it. Gamers, this morning I considered going to Panera Bread for breakfast. I couldn't bring myself to do it. Taco Bell. I don't know. Just the thought of having to step into Panera Bread early in the morning was just like, it was a little too much. I couldn't deal with it. There was just no way I'd be able to deal with that. So Taco Bell. Go. He's good, good, alright. The hand is a means to an end here. That'll do. Okay, let's clean up down here. Oops. Damn it. Good. Clean lines. Damn it. Alright. Cleanly lined. Let's get the colors in here. And he got them blue jeans. I want the belt to be a touch thicker. Then he has like a belt. Oops, did that wrong. Got a belt loop. Like there. He's also got like a buckle. It's a square. It's a square buckle, but we're just gonna kind of futz around it a little bit. Good enough. Okay. That's the general coloring. Right, we won't worry about too many additional details here. Now we need to draw... God, what did I do to his ass? That's horrible. I hate this. Check this out. Check this out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Fat Albert grew up to have a very successful career in the adult entertainment industry. Oh god, let's draw the fucking thing on his back. Okay. Okay. So, he's gonna have a backpack on. My initial thought was a little stick going upward with a teeny tiny like beanie propeller up there, but since we're in the water, I figure we'll have a stick going horizontally with like a boat propeller spinning out this way. That makes sense to me at least. And you know what? This should actually be just a touch more organic. Not organic. Inorganic, because it's, you know, like a jetpack backpack. So something more like this. And then like that. There we go. Because it's supposed to be technology. And there's going to be straps on the arms, as you do, with these very realistic technology jetpack-like devices. Like very simple tight straps that look very uncomfortable. Straps to make it look like you're going to be miserable from wearing this thing. Okay. Then I actually want to give this kind of a sheen up here. I need to do it that way. Just so it looks more metallic. Maybe even like, oops, too thick. To give it almost like, I don't know, an aluminum-like texture. We won't worry about it. We need to have straps coming, not straps, you know, armrests coming out. Curse out Arthur or something. I wish we still had Uber Duck. Although having said that, considering what we just saw, it will probably be very easy to find a very good line coming out of Fat Albert's mouth from the show that we could clip and put in here. Okay, something like that. That should do it. You know, I kind of want to make this part almost round to look like a weird little rotational joint, but I'm not sure. Maybe we won't do red. We'll see. If we do red, I want to give it a little shine. To make it look more technology-like. Okay. Then we have the little thing come out behind it, the propeller that will propel us, and by us I mean Fat Albert, to safety. God damn it, I thought I changed it. Just a very simple little cartoonishly thin hole. A proper big yellow propeller that could not possibly fit inside this backpack. Off to this side. How do you draw a propeller? Like, it's got such a weird shape. Like, it's a logical shape, but one that I can't begin to fathom when it comes to recreating it. Like, if everybody on Earth just forgot, like if every propeller on Earth disappeared and everyone forgot what a propeller looked like, I wonder how long it would take people to figure out how to make a propeller. I want like boat fins. Boat propellers, not plane propellers. Let's see. Not from like a side view. That's kind of... I don't like the position they're in. That's a little better. That's more cartoonish. Let me get my concept art. Concept art, what? Okay, I got what I'm working on here. Let's see. So, used to be kind of like a big shaft. A big shaft over here. And then it'll start a little further up. And then actually start to kind of deviate a bit back. I want this to be bigger. I don't know why I was going pixel by pixel. Okay. This part's a little straight. Better. Okay. And then the bottom. I want the shaft to spread out a little more. Okay, and the bottom one is going to be sort of similar, but not enough that I want to copy it. Kind of like that, except I feel like it should be longer now. Oops. And now a little shorter. These, I think. That might do it. That might be it. It might be close enough, at least. Okay. Better. Okay. Almost better. The fuck is this? Better. Ish. I'm gonna ignore it and keep going. Then there's like a middle propeller here. That you can barely see because it's like... It's at a different angle. Like that. Okay, and I want the propeller to be yellow so it stands out. We're gonna have like one frame like that, a fuzz, and then maybe one where it's like slightly different. How am I gonna draw this slightly different? Who the hell even draws a propeller? Who draws a propeller for fun? Nobody. Nobody has ever had fun drawing a propeller. And if they did, they are incredible. They are incredible men. One, two, three. Okay, the bottom one feels too short. That. Why did I connect them? 2, 3. That's better. Okay. Ow. Propeller. And it's going to be a 256.
Holy crap!
And now we get it into the system. An escaping Albert. Let me save before I do anything, because I don't remember if I did or not. Damn, we only have 15 minutes left. How did this happen? Who did this? Who did this? Okay, we need to, after filling in the transparency, it's good. We need to grab the colors from our actual Albert so that we're consistent. Pop them there real quick. Where's our Albert? There you are. Copy that frame. Pop it there, and that will make it much easier to grab that color. There, consistency across the board. And then we want to animate the prop. So we will kill this guy. Grab the propeller, and just the propeller if we can help it. Hold on. That's good enough. It's a little annoying. But we can fix that by just doing this. By just doing this. And then we just need the in-between frame where it's like a cartoony blur. And that should be quite simple. Of course, it's bigger than 32 by 32 pixels. Why wouldn't it be? Okay, so we start by getting rid of all the black on this part of it, since it's going to be smeared. Just like that. Color this chunk in too. Then all we gotta do is just kind of adjust the outline. And then we're gonna just do a few of these through it, but we want them to be more stringy. And you know what? Now that I think of it, I don't want them to be transparent. I want them to be like lighter shades of yellow. We'll actually just make this more squarular. That lighter shade of yellow. Light yellow in here. I'm not even sure if light yellow is a color that can exist. We'll just use kind of this. Yeah, nope. That's akin to white. We'll just do white. And we'll mix in some black for good measure. Okay. And do like that. And there he is. Ready to escape. We don't need these directions. Escape Albert. And he'll just spawn in and be like, whoop, in one direction or the other. Give him a snarkle. I don't want to draw all over his beautiful face any more than I have to. Let's see. I'm trying to think. How do I want to do the code? I think I have an idea. Okay. Okay, this should be simple. Start facing either left or right. Wait, 8 directions, not 8 directions. That's a controllable thing. We want ball movement. As we do. We're a big fan of balls on this channel. You only want to let him spawn either left or right. No randomizer, max security. What speed is this? We'll have the speed pick up. And I believe right now he can spawn facing either left or right. Right, 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 right. Left, left, right, left. Yep, okay. So he will spawn facing whichever direction he wants to. And we'll just do a quick little piece of code to make him exist. I mean, to make him move. He already exists. He will exist. Soon he will exist. Okay. F value A equals 0. And also, what's one prerequisite? We check if he exists. Okay. Let's start by having him slowly move away. Okay, replace every... We'll try 5 and see where it goes. Movement, set speed to... Speed plus 1. Let's see. A little slow, so we will bring this down to 4. Let's try one more. One more tick. I think that works. But there's one more little aspect I want to have to his movement. Instead of just going, you know, starting slow and speeding up, I want him to also do this. He has a little dip before starting to rise. So what we will do is we will add I won't do this. Let's try subtract. We're going to experiment with this a little bit, even though we don't have a lot of time. Subtract 1 from value A. And I want an initializer on him. So, if Albert's speed is less than 1. I know that's the same as saying if it equals 0, but I don't know if it... No, you know what? We'll do 0. Okay, we'll also add in the qualifier if he exists. So if his speed equals 0, and if ultimate value A equals 0, we will start by sending it to... And we'll experiment with this. Let's start with 5, see where it goes. So with that, we also want another more generic one. If Albert exists, we will set Albert's y coordinate to Albert's current y coordinate plus his alterable value A, which is counting down, but starting at 5. So let's see how that works. Oh, he just flies away. Not quite what I want. So I think we want the Y one to happen a little slower, and then we're going to have to put a cap on it as well. So let's try 6. And subtract 1 from A. What if we make it even slower? We still have to cap it, but I want to kind of get a feel for it. I like that. Okay, that's actually a good speed. But I want him to not fly that high. Let me take a look at how it looks again. I think we can cap it. Okay, so we'll only subtract from alterable value A if alterable value A is greater than, I don't know. Let's try -4 and we'll adjust it. -4 might even be too much. -2? I think that works, because I really want it to look like the jetpack is having trouble with his girth. I think that gets the effect that he spawns in, he immediately droops, and then just gets going. Oop. 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 So that will be Albert's escape. So let's code this in. First, let's move him off screen. Simple 1, 2, 3, 4 event movement. Very efficient. Okay, so let's see. Where are we destroying him for good? Right here. Destroy him last. Let's make sure that we're creating Albert first. Oops, no, not related to him. Related to the main guy. Swap these two around. Then we'll destroy him. Okay. Let's check real quick to see if this works. Come on. We're gonna get to the end of the tentacles, and then we should be able to have a shot at Albert. We're also gonna need to be able to focus on Albert so we can kill him in time. Okay, should be able to focus on him. We just gotta take a look. There he is. Take him out. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Why did that happen? I almost feel like it inherited his speed. Okay, we need to check this one more time, but I want to have it before the easy Albert, so we have a, an easier time testing. And we're out of time, so I just want to do this real quick, just to see if that's consistent. $55. So if we spawn him at 50, should be fine. Lost track of it. Okay, we'll switch to 50 so we can take a look at what's going on here. Well, normally you're not going to destroy him all the way at the top of the screen anyway, but... The only thing I can think of is that the code that's, make him move up and down with the Y position according to his ultra value A, running on a timer, or maybe adding it to there. Whatever is happening, it may be, lagging out. Because there it worked fine. He went straight. The other time, he kind of went higher than normal. This will take some debugging. I have an idea for how to debug it. I have a hunch that even though we have him set to have an initial direction of left or right, that somehow he's ending up in a different direction. That's my current hunch. And we have ways to test for that, but we don't have time to test nothing right now. It's all it can be is a click and play bug.
Goodbye, stupid. We've had a lot of fun on your crappy computer. Please don't ever come back.
Yeah. Okay, so, oops, no, that's alright. We got some progress done. We finished up the little initial octopus volley. We got, what's his name? We got Albert being able to escape from his death, even though we need to do some debugging on the movement, which is acting unusual. Then after that, we can put in a few more waves with the octopus arms, and then maybe either create a new enemy or introduce some other new element to the level so it doesn't get stale. So we're making progress. We're as hard as it's trying to Simpson me, it is not Simpsoning me. It is not. We are not going to spend an entire year working on the Arthur stage. We're just not. We're just not. Anyway, like I was saying before, I really appreciate y'all watching. It means a lot to me. Let's see. So, Tuesday's the 23rd. As long as the little girl is sleeping well, then we will continue playing The Amazing Spider-Man 2 at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern on Tuesday the 23rd. Friday is the 26th. I believe I'm going to be home. I think I'm going to be home. If I'm home on the 26th, then I will do some kind of stream in the Tomb Raider 3 9 p.m. time slot. It might not be a new game. It might be a one-off. It might be something Christmas-themed. I'm not sure yet. But we'll see. So that's the plan for Friday. And then Saturday, so long as nothing goes wrong, we should be 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern, working more on the game. All right. If for some reason on one of those times I end up like in my car with a sandwich, then we'll stream that instead. Anyway, once again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all. It means a lot to me that you're watching. I don't get a lot of viewers. I don't. So the fact that you're here watching me do this dumb crap, thank you. Really thank you. Yeah. I'm gonna do this now.